Well, hello there, and welcome back to the deep dive. Thinking about blue things, what musical instrument do you find in the bathroom?
Uh-oh. Where's this going?
A tube of toothpaste.
Huh. Okay. Okay, you got me there.
Anyway, today we're diving into something actually blue, the blue-tailed damselfly. That's Ischnura elegans for the scientists among you. I'm Hari.
And I'm Kimi. We've got a great photo and some really interesting text sources to explore their world, the mission, uncover some cool, maybe lesser-known facts.
Sounds good. So let's start with that photo. It shows a mating pair, right? Taken in Addington-on-Thames.
Yeah, classic scene. And the description gives us the basics. They're pretty small. Body length, what, 27 to 35 millimeters?
Right, and wingspan around 35 millimeters. Tiny. But the males, wow, that blue and black on the head and thorax is really striking.
Definitely stands out. And interestingly, the females aren't just one color pattern. They vary quite a bit.
Oh, that's interesting. Suggests maybe different strategies or roles.
Could be. It certainly hints at some complexity, which leads nicely into their mating system, actually. It's described as a male scramble mate choice mating system.
Okay, scramble sounds hectic. Does that just mean it's all about speed?
Pretty much, yeah. Male success hinges on how fast he finds a female. First come, first served, basically.
And the source mentioned quite long copulations.
Lengthy affairs. Which means if a male isn't quick off the mark, he might just miss out entirely because others are already paired up for ages.
So high stakes. That leads to intense male competition, I guess.
Exactly. And, well, sources also mention a less pleasant aspect. Sometimes males resort to forced copulations.
Oh, right. That paints a different picture than just delicate insects flitting about.
It does. It shows that raw drive to reproduce,
Yeah.
the pressure's on. But it's not all force.
Okay.
Well, successful mating still needs the female to cooperate. She can actually reject the sperm transfer even after they're coupled up.
Really? So she still has a say, even in that tandem position. That's where the male clasps her, right? On the back of the thorax.
Yeah, he grabs onto the pronotum, that plate-like bit you mentioned. That's the tandem hold. But yeah, she retains some control over the final stage. It's quite something.
Fascinating. So beyond mating, what about adapting? The sources mentioned they do that rapidly.
They do. Elegans seems very responsive to selective pressures. They originally came from tropical areas, apparently.
Ah, so temperature would be a big deal for them.
A huge deal. Their hatching times are much shorter in warmer water. It's a key adaptation, letting them thrive in different climates.
Makes sense. And the females, they prefer laying eggs near water, right? Seems obvious, but important for the larvae.
Absolutely. Got to give the next generation the best start. But here's something really unexpected the source brought up.
Go on.
Male sexual preferences aren't always fixed. Depending on the social situation, like population density, males have been seen changing preferences, even mating with other males.
Wow, okay. That is surprising for an insect. So their behavior is quite flexible, depending on the context.
It really seems so. It challenges simple assumptions, definitely. Shows how environment and social factors can shape even reproductive behavior in complex ways.
And all this drama, the scramble, the adaptations, the flexible behavior happens in a really short adult lifespan.
Just a few weeks for their reproductive life, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes every encounter, every choice incredibly significant. There's a real urgency.
So summing up our deep dive then, we've got this visually striking damselfly, the blue-tailed kind.
With that competitive, sometimes forceful mating system driven by speed.
But also requiring female cooperation, which is key.
And they're remarkably adaptable, especially to temperature.
Plus that really surprising finding about male same-sex mating behavior linked to social conditions.
Yeah, it packs a lot into a small package, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you think, doesn't it? How such a seemingly simple creature navigates such complex social and reproductive challenges.
Absolutely. A reminder of the sheer diversity of strategies life comes up with under pressure. Always more to learn.
Indeed. Well, that's all we have time for today on this fascinating creature. Thanks for joining us.
I hope you found it interesting. Until next time.